Hey everyone, we've got a really cool new feature for you today. For those of you that like to do editing in Adobe Premiere, this is going to save you a lot of time. You can now take footage that you have transformed or clipped within Imaginario and export it directly to Premiere. So it's super simple. I'm going to run you through it right now. Let's go. So here I am in my dashboard. In general, the Adobe export feature, you will find it in any place that you can export videos elsewhere in the platform. So today I think I'm going to generate some magic clips of this video of Emma Watson speaking at the UN. So let's choose one that we like, perhaps this one.
When I was 8, I was confused being called bossy because I wanted to direct.
Okay, great, that works. You can see we have the Premiere export button. I'm going to hit that. And then these exports are quite fast because you're not exporting any actual video, you're just exporting data. So the export's done already. Now let's open that file up and take a look at what we've got. So here is what has been exported. You can see there is a PDF file in here, which will give you these instructions if you need them for reference. You also have an SRT file, which is a file format for time-stamped subtitles. And then you will also see there is an XML file, which is all of the data of the video edits that you made within Imaginario. So what do you do with this? First, I'm going to go over to Adobe Premiere. The XML file that we just downloaded, you can open it up as a project. So if I navigate to where I downloaded that export, you can see Adobe Premiere will have no problem opening this XML file. It's worth noting, because that XML file is purely data, you can also open it in Vinci Resolve if you're a Vinci Resolve user. Now, when you open this project, Adobe Premiere is going to throw an error. This is because it does not know where the original video file that you edited is located. So what you need to do is locate that file for it. This is great if you are working with proxies. So if you want to apply your edits to a 4K original video, which is what I'm doing here, this is a perfect way to do it. So I'm just going to navigate to my desktop where I downloaded the 4K version of this file. I'm going to locate it for Premiere, open it up, and you can see that all of the edits that we just did within the Imaginario platform are now present within Premiere. The video file that I imported was actually the original 13-minute version, but because that XML file that we exported from Imaginario only contains certain timestamps and the video is cropped to portrait, that's all that's going to be imported into the project. Now, other thing that I wanted to show you, remember that SRT file that we got as part of the export? So you can also import that into the project and add your own custom subtitles and style them as you want. So I'm going to drag the SRT file into the Premiere project. I'm going to drag it onto the timeline. You can see Premiere automatically recognizes it as subtitles. Press OK, and you can see in that extra timeline there, we have beautifully time-stamped, perfectly positioned subtitles. So I'm going to open up the graphics panel, and I'm going to pump up the size of that text because it's quite tiny by default. Maybe let's change the font to impact to make it a little more impactful. And there you go. You have instant subtitles ready for your custom styles, and everything's imported into Adobe Premiere, ready for further editing.